Greetings, all. I hope you're all having a good Thursday, wherever you are. Afternoon, evening, perhaps it's the next day, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're all having a good Thursday or Friday. It's December 17th or December 18th, wherever you are. And this is Aaron Entertainment, AA with an RON Entertainment, coming to you by no one except myself. So, this is all about the pop, where I talk about pop culture. Episode 5, pop culture, and a lot of stuff to get into the past week. A lot of huge stuff. And let's get the biggest news out of the way first. Let's talk about Disney. Disney's investor call was last Thursday. I watched it. I only cared about it for the MCU and Star Wars future. So before they said they're gonna have 10 shows planned for MCU and 10 shows planned for the Star Wars future. But first, let's get right into the MCU. Phase 4 is beginning next year. It's supposed to begin this year, but circumstances derailed that plan, and they had to move it back to next year, starting in January with WandaVision. And here's let's go over what the Phase 4 plans are, and then I'll talk about them. And don't mind that person on the side. I'll just close it. So here's Phase 4 plans from GameRadar.com. So WandaVision. Yeah, that's the first show from MCU in over a year. It's going to be on Disney Plus. WandaVision, starring Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, and you're going to have Vision in it. The debut is January 15th, less than a month away. Till we kick off the MCU Phase 4. And then 2 months later, anticipate Falcon and Winter Soldier starts. In March 19th, 2021. Now this is after Captain America. We all know what happens with Captain America in the Endgame. Now the mantle's been passed on, or not exactly quite. If you know the story, but what they're telling you, with the synopsis is telling you that Captain America mantle is not passed on to these two guys, or passed on to somebody else. We all know Baron Zemo's back in this show. Looks like he's helping him out, maybe to redeem himself. I don't know. He's a villain in the comics, but in the movie Civil War, he was not part of Hydra. He wanted to tear apart the Avengers because of what happens to his family in with Ultron in his home country, Slovenia, whatever, I forget what it's called. You know the country I'm talking about, where the big battle of Ultron took place at the end. Age of Ultron, lost his family, so he wanted to tear the Avengers apart. And then you got the Black Widow movie, May 7, 2021. Still confirmed to be in theaters. We'll see how that goes. 5 months away. We'll see in 4 or 5 months what the situation is like in the U.S., the world. Maybe started vaccination now, so it'll take some time. But we'll see then. It's in the theaters. As they confirmed it's still in the theaters, but it could change. It could still be in select theaters, and perhaps like Mulan on Disney Plus. We have to pay an extra $30 to see it. I'll get to something video on demand a little bit later. We got Loki TV show. Loki's TV show is coming May 2021. We saw the trailer for that. I'm interested to see how they use this Loki. Remember, this is a Loki from first Avengers movie. Remember Endgame? He was in Endgame, took place back, and they went back in the past, or that Hulk and Captain America with that big battle in the first Avengers movie. That Loki escaped using the Durasac, which is one of Infinity Stones. So it's May 2021, the Loki TV show. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. July 9, 2021. No trailer for that. What If? Summer 2021. No date. What If is featuring the characters MCU in different storylines and different storylines, basically. Hawkeye series, late 2021. So we know that Haley Steinfeld is going to be taking on the mantle of Hawkeye. Kate Bishop, she's playing Kate Bishop. Looks like Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye's retired. He'll teach her how to be Hawkeye. He'll be her mentor. Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel, but Miss Marvel. Late 2021, they already got the actress, Miss Marvel. I'll get back to Miss Marvel in a bit. Eternals, November 5th, 2021. Eternals supposed to come out this year, as long as Shang-Chi and Black Widow, those 3 movies are supposed to come out this year, but they've been pushed back. So Eternals is coming out this year. Has Angela Jolie, Kit Harington, and Richard Madden, both from Game of Thrones. If you know Game of Thrones, you know who I'm talking about. Jon Snow is Kit Harington, right? And Richard Madden is the older son of plays the older son of Ned Stark and Catelyn Stark, whatever. Spider-Man 3, December 17, 2021. That's being filmed now. Apparently more additions, surprise additions being added to the film. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, March 25th, 2022. So that's a long way off. Next year in March, so 15 months. Thor and Love of Thunder, May 6th, 2022. That's being filmed now. In Australia, I believe, with Natalie Portman returning as Jane Foster. Now let's go to the May 4th movies. I mentioned that Black Widow, right? There's a trailer. I'm not going to show you that. I don't want to get copy story. Shang-Chi. Eternals. Spider-Man 3, okay. Yeah, Thor, Love and Thunder, we know that. Doctor Strange, we know that. But there's another movie they haven't had on this list. That should have been on this list. Captain Marvel 2, starring Brie Larson, is on this list. Should have been on this list. I don't know why she was not, but she should be on the list. And apparently, the actress who's going to play Miss Marvel from the TV show is going to be in that movie. So that's for Marvel, guys. Let's look for Star Wars. The Star Wars Phase 4. I know Marvel. I know more Marvel than Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but I'm interested in Marvel more. So no. Okay, here. Let's look at the images. Come on. Okay, here. I'll look at Wikipedia. I don't care. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at live action series. So live action series. live action series so far is Mandalorian. Season 2 is going to end tomorrow. We got Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We all know that. Apparently, Kenobi in Darth Vader. Returning actor Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin / Darth Vader in Clone Wars and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. The Acolyte, Ahsoka, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, is going to get her own movie. Lando, maybe that's based on Han's friend Lando Calrissian. Maybe Donald Glover, I don't know. And in the Rangers of New Republic. So that's live action series. We all know Mandalorian. Let's see how many. 6. More out. Okay, whatever. Let's see what else. Game shows, whatever. We know there's more, right? Here. The Bad Batch is going to be animated series. And Visions is animated series. So, Marvel and Star Wars. 10 shows coming up on Disney Plus and movies for Star. We have no announcement for Star Wars movies yet. Well, we know for Marvel there's going to be TV shows and movies. First movie, Black Widow, May. This is huge for Disney. This is huge. There's other stuff they could talk about Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to it. Mighty Ducks, I admit. The Mighty Ducks TV series. You got Milo Estevez back as Coach Bombay. Laura Graham in it. I'm looking forward. Disney Plus nailed it last week in the Disney Investors Call. It got me hyped up and it got me so psyched to see these shows and these movies. Specifically and especially for MCU and Star Wars. And speaking of that, guys, Mandalorian, guys, if you haven't seen it, I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so Mandalorian is on the verge of ending the season tomorrow. But let's talk about last week's episode, and then we'll talk about tomorrow's episode. Last week's episode. Episode 7 of Season 2, Chapter 15 of The Mandalorian. So we see Mando, Cara Dune, go to it looks like what seems a junkyard where convicts are working with service, whatever. And you see Bill Burr's character return. Bill Burr's character. They need his help to get into an Imperial base so they can locate Goff Midian's ship, right? To retrieve Baby Yoda, or Grogu, as is his real name now. But I like calling him Baby Yoda. It's still Baby Yoda to me, damn it. So he agrees, but they go to this planet where Imperial soldiers are. They have some base. Bill Burr, he says he'll never get in, so they have to disguise themselves as Imperial soldiers. They manage to kidnap one of his vehicles, take out the Imperial soldiers driving, dress in their armor. Espionage. They were getting hijacked by gang attacked by pirates. not ship pirates, but other pirates like raiders, wherever. Managed to take them out. So they managed to survive. They were the only vehicle that managed to survive the raid. So they got in, and there's this. They have to go to this link, this device, to get information where the ship is, where Gotham ship is. But it was in this there was like this cafeteria, and there was these Imperial elites, not shoulder, they're in the green, with the hat. They're looking at him. Bill Burr's character revealed himself to be a former Imperial soldier and fought the Emperor, and he recognized one of the people in the cafeteria. What it looks like a cafeteria, relaxed room. It has this the person there was in charge of his platoon, whatever you want to call it. So he was afraid to go in. So Pedro Pascal had to go in, and the thing is, it needs to recognize face recognition device, and the Mandalorian is not allowed to take off his helmet, right? It's sacred, right? But Pedro Pascal's character Mando had no choice. He did it. Took off the helmet. The guy who was suspicious, the guy that Bill Burr says he served under, came up to him, started talking. Like they look like they were about to be caught. Like the plan didn't almost backfire. He said, come join me for a drink. So they joined for a drink. They started talking, him and Bill Burr, about philosophy, basically, how people will want order. They'll come back to us and wanting order. And Bill Burr hated working member, and he just shot him. He just shot his former leader, or whatever you want to call it. Sergeants. I don't know what they call it in Star Wars. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but if you know Star Wars, he just shot him, and he started to shoot all the other guys, Imperial soldiers, and the other guys coming in. Mando's like, "What are you doing?" But he had no choice to shoot him. And you see Boba Fett's Boba Fett's flying his ship. Cara Dune and what's her name? Phoenix. There were snipers taking out so they could get away, right? So that Mando and Bill Burr's character could get away. So they were snipers on the high mountain, taking out the stormtroopers and other soldiers. They managed to escape, and Bill Burr's character at the end, Cara Dune's like, since she's like, you know what? He's like, I guess you have to. Bill Burr's character's like, I guess you have to take me back to the junkyard and then back to serve my sentence. And Cara Dune and Mando are like looking at each other, you can't arrest a dead person, right? And then he's like, what are you talking about? Basically, then he gets the idea. He finally gets to him that they're letting him go free for helping him, because he hated the Emperor. He worked for him. He hated him. So he gets it. They're letting him walk free. So he's free. And that's the episode. Season 2, episode 7, chapter 15. And tomorrow is the finale of season 2, chapter 16. And they're going to have to wait another year for, hopefully they can film it. And wait another year for season 8. Season 3, only 8 episodes, right? So they can possibly film it. So, it's Mandalorian, people. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. I know. I don't know how many people are interested in this. I know if you've watched the first Mortal Kombat movies, I didn't think the first Mortal Kombat movie in '95 was that bad. I know that to be PG-13 to get the kids to watch. And Annihilation. Shit show of a movie. That really, oh my god, that was a really bad movie. I didn't think the first one was bad, but Annihilation, that was a piece of work. That was horrible. That film should be burned. But Mortal Kombat, it's being remade, right? It's going on HBO Max and select theaters, like as HBO said 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. So it's supposed to come out next month, same day as WandaVision. But here's the thing: there was no trailer. You ever wonder? This has been, they pushed it back yesterday or 2 days ago to March, and I was like thinking, as December was rolling on and going on, and with Mortal Kombat at the point of coming out in January, this is before they got pushed back. I'm like, shouldn't there be a trailer out for this movie? And I'm like, maybe this movie is that bad that they don't want to release a trailer because they know it's that bad. And by pushing it to March, maybe it gives them a sense that they can release this trailer a month earlier, because usually movies get what, a trailer 5 or 6 months, a first trailer 5 or 6 months before release. And then before this movie getting pushed back, as time is going on in December, no trailer for a movie that's going to be released a month later, but it's pushed back now to March. So maybe there's a chance to get a trailer. There's only one trailer, right? Maybe this movie would be that bad. And Mortal Kombat, as much as the games are fun and people love the games, it's just you gotta get the right people for Mortal Kombat. Is this gonna be one of those, another video game movie that fails? I mean, Annihilation failed. Annihilation is one of the first few video game movies out there. You got Mario, Street Fighter. I think Double Dragon had a movie, Mortal Kombat. But if this is a Mortal Kombat movie that fails, obviously there's no sequel, and people are gonna be like, people are gonna be very upset because Mortal Kombat has a lot of fans. They're gonna be upset if this movie fails. And before being pushed back in March, fans were worried about this. There's no hype for this movie. Fans are worried. No hype, no trailer, nothing. No hype for this movie. Fans are getting worried. This movie maybe that be that bad. So let's give them time to release at least a trailer to see what fans will think of the movie. Because it does not look like a good look before pushing it back to March. It's not a good look for any movie to not have a trailer before a month release. But it's just a push 2 months. 2 months. There's a glimmer of hope, maybe they think. I don't know. All right, now let's talk about Justice League. So Zack Snyder's Justice League might be rated R because they're gonna say F word in it. Whoopie-doo. So what? As long as the story is good, it can work PG-13, right? The movie could be. I've seen PG-13 movies with the word F word in it just once, a couple times. It's been done before. There's no big deal if it makes it rated R. As long as the story is good, it's well written, the action scenes are good, the dialogue is good, well written dialogue is good. Rated R, PG-13, it doesn't matter. You can make a good story in any way. As long as those things I mentioned, action, CGI is good, the dialogue, it doesn't matter if it's PG-13 or rated R. I mean, the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice extended cut was PG-13, but it had some rated R elements in it. I mean, it doesn't matter. You could say the F word in PG-13. It's been done before. It's just not a lot. Once or twice in the movie I've seen it or heard it. But here's the bigger news. As of yesterday, Zack Snyder's Justice League has official release month, not date. You thought I was gonna say date, huh? No. So I was on somebody's stream yesterday, right? And I was looking at the comments. I'm like, somebody said Justice League, Zack Snyder cut, release in March. We release in March. So I go check trending on Twitter, seen it a bit, check it today to make confirmation if it's true. And then before I go on, I made sure it's true. Yep, it's true. It's coming out in March of 2021. Justice League Snyder cut. So it looks like it's almost done. Probably just in post production. Just have to fine tune some things. But it looks like we're getting Justice League, the Snyder cut in March. There's no date. No exact date. It's going to be March, but no date. And Zack Snyder said they're working on getting select theaters and a streaming service, HBO Max, but other streaming service. If you don't get HBO Max, only US gets HBO Max. So if you're in Canada, England, Germany, France, Spain, China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, whatever streaming service you have, they might put it on there because we don't. Obviously, the U.S. only gets HBO Max, and obviously, by March comes around, I don't know what the theater situation is going to be like in Canada or the rest of the world. Probably not open. So this is a good idea for them to put it on HBO Max, and it's good for Zack Snyder to say that they're working on putting on streaming services that don't, for countries that don't have HBO Max. And another thing, let's get back to this. This relates to Zack Snyder a bit because of Justice League of DC EU. Patty Jenkins, and this relates to Disney, has moved on to go to Disney. She's going to direct for Disney. Speaking of Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman comes out in 8 days in the US and Canada. It's getting international release dates now. The first international release date was 2 days ago, and each country, some are getting it. Yes, some got it yesterday, some get it today, some getting it early next week. But Canada and US gets it on Christmas, the 25th, next Friday. And you Americans get HBO Max and you have select theaters. Good for you. I'm so jealous. No, I'm not anymore because it's now there's a way for Canadians to get it. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Canadians, if you're Canadian, listen to this. So, I read an article. Apparently, this is 6 days ago. This is news 6 days ago. That Canada plans to get Wonder Woman 84 for 84 hours, rental 84 hours on streaming services. Google Play, video on demand, basically video on demand, right? We don't know if it's Google Play, Amazon, I don't know what it is. They haven't said which specific streaming services, but for a price of $30 Canadian. Now, you might seem it's expensive. Remember, Mulan was like $35, right? Mulan was $35 on Disney Plus. So $5 cheaper for Wonder Woman is better. Here's the thing, here's the catch. You could have dinner watching it with your own food, or you can order takeout and watch it, or whatever, at your own home. Now, me and the majority of people obviously rather see it in theaters, but in places, in some certain places, we can't. So this is the next best option for me in Canada. I'll be watching Wonder Woman next Friday, sometime in the afternoon. Might do a review on it. I'm not 100% sure. Might do a review on it once I watch it. But yeah, this is good for Canadians. If you're Canadian listening to this, Wonder Woman, video on demand, next Friday. Don't know what platform. Hopefully we'll get an update on that. But for $30, you can watch Wonder Woman on any video on demand, whatever platform in Canada. And I don't know about the other people in other countries. I know US, Max, and select theaters. But I don't know anybody else in other countries. So that's good, right? And speaking of Wonder Woman, apparently the critics gave it good reviews. I'm not surprised. In the movie, the trailers make it look good. I'll watch it for myself to judge for myself. But yeah, certain people have seen it. Like Grace Randolph and Beyond the Trailer said she liked it. Apparently has an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes so far. I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes, take that for a grain of salt. You know. But for me and most of the people, we have to see it for ourselves, because it doesn't matter if the critics like it. It matters if you like it or not. The only people that care about if you like it or not is Warner Brothers, and it's Warner Brothers, because they'll determine how much money it'll make. Don't expect to make a lot of money. If it did, no pandemic, I guarantee you would have made $1 billion. But this is not the situation we're in right now. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. But it's how we do things now, right? It's how things are going right now until things get back to normal. Hopefully, maybe next year around this time. Maybe even a little bit before this time. Hopefully before this next year's December. We'll get back to movie theaters. Full capacity. Not worried about getting sick. I hope it happens. And I know everybody who's listening to this, everybody in the world hopes it happens. But I think Wonder Woman will be back in the theaters as a re-release in the future. But the critics say it's good, but I'll judge for myself. From my point of view, I have to see it first next week. And you do the same, right? Everybody does the same. Everybody has a different perspective. They either like it or not. Judge for yourself, guys. You know how these critics are. You know these video game ads. They say, Entertainment Magazine says this film is one of the best of the years, and it gives it a 10 out of 10. And for video games, the graphics are 9 out of 10. On advertisement on TVs, the story. Game Informer gives Cyberpunk 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Whatever, you know what I mean. You know, they pay people to give good reviews. So, don't take that for granted. Watch your perspective. Judge on you based on your viewing of the movie, not other people's. If you like it or not, it's okay. It's okay to like something, and it's okay to not like something. It's a free world in that way. I won't say anything bad about it if you don't like it. I know some people are like that, and you know what? Don't listen to those guys. They want to make life miserable. They want to get their way. Don't let them get their way by saying that. If you like a movie or not, who cares what other people think? It matters what you think and it matters what you like. Okay, so let's go back to Disney and Sony. Apparently Disney and Sony renewed their contract just now. I read that. That's good because they want to work with Spiderman and keep it in MCU, right? And then maybe perhaps MCU characters go cross over to Spider-Man, you know, right? We know Doctor Strange is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, so speak Spider-Man 3. So we know Doc Octopus and Electro are going to be back. Possibly Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy will be in here. Now there's rumors out there that Sandman and Green Goblin are going to be in here. Now this is getting oversaturated with villains, so it's my guess potentially the Sinister Six, right? But it's not confirmed. But if they get those three, if they get those guys in, ooh, Sinister Six confirmed. But I think Spider-Man 3 needs their own villain. I think they need to develop their own villain, not from other past Spider-Man films. Get something like Hobgoblin. Build up Scorpion. Build up Shocker. Bring back Mysterio. I want Mysterio back. I want him to live. I don't want him to die. Bring back Mysterio. Let's see who else. Who other villains? Hobgoblin. I know they're not going to put Venom and Carnage in it because Carnage is in the Venom 2. Who else could we put in it? What other villains? Kraven the Hunter, maybe? Lizard. Oh, Lizard's been Amazing Spider-Man 1. So, yeah. Kraven the Hunter. No, not Hydro Man. Oh, that's not. Hydro Man is a lame excuse from Far From Home. Smythe? Hammerhead? No, Hammerhead's not a main villain. He's more of a well-known villain, but he's more of a enforcer for a mob or something. Same with Tombstone. I don't know who. Okay. The Spider-Man 3 now. This might be a short film episode today. Okay. So you heard the audio of Tom Cruise going off set workers at Mission Impossible 7 set. You heard it yelling at them. You know, he tried. I agree with them. You gotta take it seriously. This is basically he's whipping them for not taking COVID seriously on set. Says people are losing houses and stuff like that. People's jobs are on the line. You can't be doing this. Can't be doing this. And Tom Cruise, remember, before the pandemic, they were filming Mission Impossible 7. And Tom Cruise tried everything to get Mission Impossible 7 continue running again. And finally did. And you cannot have people, just one or two people, screw it up for the whole cast. And cast, people working on the set, all that. They can't have people screwing that up. And I don't blame them for going up. Maybe yelling is not the best idea. Because, you know, they say the droplets from yelling and stuff is not good. But he was pissed, so it's hard to be calm when you're pissed off. Because this is his passion. Mission Impossible, of all the films, I'll say his most passionate films. Because it's 7, right? You have to be passionate about doing 7 Mission Impossible films, right? So I don't blame him, because this is serious. You want to get this film done? You don't want to delay it for a second time. You want to get this film done. So that when COVID is getting better, it's not a serious threat anymore, where people can go out, watch a movie, go to a sports game. They can watch Mission Impossible 7. That's what Tom Cruise wants. And that's what the film industry wants. They don't want delays. You think Gal Gadot, Patty Jenkins, for example, is happy Wonder Woman's doing this? No, they want it in theaters. They want people to see it in theaters. But Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot got a payment or something from Warner Brothers to got a payment from them. It's like, so they could get some money, even though, because they wouldn't make as much money as they would from the box office. They want it in theaters. Everybody wants this movie in a theater. But you know what? They're not fully happy. But they are going to be happy. People are going to see it, and from the critics praising it, and once the fans get to see it and they say it's good, they'll be happy. But they're not happy. It's not going to be in the theaters. They'll be happy when people see it and praising it. And so far, it looks like the critics are saying it's good. But you know what? Those critics, you look at it from your point of view, if you like it or not. I don't know why I'm going back there, but for Tom Cruise, I don't blame him one bit. It's serious, man. You can't have anybody jeopardizing work and not taking it seriously. Especially when Tom Cruise did everything to get this production up and running again. Let's see what other movie news there is, alright? Because this is too short. No, nothing here. Well, let's talk. I want to talk about. I'm just reading something that Kevin Hart might be in a Borderlands movie. I didn't even know there was a Borderlands movie. That's hilarious. A chance of a Borderlands movie. I know it's a popular game, but a movie? And a video game movie, you know, go to the well once again, right? Remember Assassin's Creed movie? That was terrible. I like the game though, Valhalla. If you ever want to play Assassin's Creed, play Valhalla. It's very good. Very good. Right now I'm playing Spiderman on PS5. I have videos up. Looking forward to Spider-Man 3. I wonder what the title would be. Has something with home in it. You got Homecoming, Far From Home. How about Spider-Man On the Way Home? The whole movie takes place when he's in a different state, and and the whole story is he has to fight his way home to New York. That's the whole movie. That's the whole movie. Spider-Man 3. He has to fight on his way home to New York. There, we got a movie. Spider-Man 3 on the way home. I should get paid for that, right? On Spider-Man 3 on the way home. Disney, hire me. Perfect title for you. On the way home. That'd be hilarious, though. But I'm looking if Green Goblin, he's dead. But if he comes back, well, Doc Octopus is coming back and he's dead, right? Sandman's not dead, I know that. But Sandman doesn't need to be a villain anymore. Because remember, Spider-Man 3, he moved on. He's not a villain anymore. They let him go. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker forgave him for murdering Uncle Ben on an accident. And that's a great character. I think that's the best villain in that movie. Even though because he had a story. Tragic story. He was a criminal, but the reason why he became a criminal is to get money for his daughter, because his daughter has a disease. And then when he went from the cops, he ends up in that construction site. It turns him to Sandman. Still trying to rob banks to get money for his daughter to pay for his daughter's surgery or whatever to get the surgery or medicine. I mean, he's not totally a bad guy. So I don't see him as a villain anymore, you know? Just a dad trying to save his daughter, even though he's committing crimes. He's not murdering or anything. He's just doing it to save his daughter. I mean, no father wants to see their child suffer, right? But I don't know what else they can do. They're gonna. Why not just get everybody? How about bring back Flash Thompson? How about bring back the other Grant Stacy from Spider-Man 3? Bruce. Yeah. Howard. Her. Bryce Dylan Howard's. Bryce Dylan. Bryce. Oh, I forget her name. You know who I'm talking about from Spider-Man 3. As Grant Stacy from Amazing Spider-Man, Dennis Leary's coming back from the dead. There's Ben Parker from Martin Sheen's Ben Parker coming back. Is Sally Field coming into where Sally Field and Mercer told me meet, or about the other one? So yeah, I'm just making fun of all these Spider-Man rumors about people coming back from the different films into Spider-Man 3. On the way home. Spider-Man 3 on the way home. We wanted to all these characters or wanted these villains on his way home. That's stupid, right? It's really stupid. I mean, with the names. You know the title has to have home in it. So we're gonna go to video games. So I know Cyberpunk is having issues on the PS5. It's only working best on Xbox. Once again, they delayed it for months, and once again they should have delayed it an extra month or two to fix their issues. That's on the company. That's not on place. It's on your Microsoft. It's on the company that made Cyberpunk. Who made Cyberpunk? Let me see who made Cyberpunk. I forget. Oh, it's Warner Brother Games. Yep, Warner Brother Games. That's on Warner Brother Games for screwing everything up. Yeah. So for Xbox Series X, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. PlayStation 5, I've been playing Spiderman. Then I'm gonna play the Morales edition after. I'm gonna go back to NBA 2K21. I don't know what games I plan to buy next year. I have to look it up. But I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, you know what? Looking forward to what other games come out. Let's talk about it. Like there's Arkham Knight, not Arkham Knight, Gotham Knights, right? Batman and Gotham Knights, God of War, Ragnarok, Resident Evil 8, Final Fantasy 16, Hitman, or whatever. Games I'm looking forward to, but we don't know the release dates for some of those games. So, Breath of the Wild for the Switch. My Switch is right there in the corner. Right there. PlayStation 4 is there, you can't see it. But yeah. Let's see. There we go, better? No, yeah, you can't really see it. We can see my TV. Alright, so that's going to be it for my show. So, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, Why We Love Sports, Episode 8. I just set that up, but I'll be talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak staying in Milwaukee, James Harden again, basketball preseason start, baseball news, hockey news, and go over Week 15 NFL predictions. We'll go over the standings. I'll give my predictions and who I think is going to make the playoffs. We only got a couple weeks left before the end of the season. At 3 p.m. Eastern this Saturday. 3 p.m. Eastern Monday is all about the wrestling. Episode 7. I have to set that up. I won't be talking about Raw or SmackDown because TLC will happen, but I'll be talking about TLC on that show. We'll be talking about the NXT and AEW. And I'll be talking about the wrestling news that took place during this week till next Monday. And be on the lookout for a prediction video for WWTLC. Probably up Saturday or Sunday. I used to do it Thursdays or Fridays, but I like to do it before, usually a couple days before or the day of TLC. There's a case matches pop up in case things change, because you never know. WWE has done that, so look out for that. So and it's all about the pop next week. Same. I know I start at 2 p.m. I might start 2 p.m. next week or 3 p.m. next week, but every show is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So Why We Love Sports, Saturday, 3 p.m. It's all about wrestling. Monday, 3 p.m. It's all about the pop. Next Thursday, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern time. And just be on the lookout for prediction TLC videos over the weekend. And I'll make random videos. And look out for PlayStation 5 streams of video games. They'll be random, so if I'm playing them and you see I'll tweet it out. If you see me playing, I'll tweet it out and you can just hop on and watch me play. And I'm trying to get Xbox Series X to stream. And maybe on my Twitch. But hopefully I get my Xbox to stream on here. If I have to use capture card, I will. So like, comment, subscribe down below, and give a thumbs up. Thank you, and have a good day, good evening, good night, or good morning, wherever you are in this world. We will get there.